Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Curse of the Torment. Tonight we're playing the module Curse's Draw, but it's been changed, it's been just for
See any more dead children?
dead children.
Spooky.
Okay, what happened last time, gang?
Oh yeah. What happened?
Well, last
wow.
time we started next to the windmill, and the familiar raven appeared, wanting us to investigate and go through the windmill, and even beyond, which we figured out later, where there were some clouds, or some mist rather, some mist dancing, and after a little bit, Leo just entered the windmill, tired of looking around, and checked the inside. We found some interesting potions, I suppose, or like substance, liquids, and yeah, since we couldn't really figure out what they were, we just decided to drink them a little bit. So,
yeah. Oh no.
Ezzy took youth one, which did make her look younger, and more prettier, if I understand correctly. And Mother Milk was tried by Styrex, which turned out to be a poison. And Laughter, both Leo and Daphne drank a little bit of it, and it seems to do nothing. So that's fine.
For now. For now.
Styrex and Soul also try to figure a little bit more about the dead pig outside. And try to figure out what the Raven wanted us to do exactly.
Do you guys like what I wrote there in the session summary? Starks soul looks at and touches pigs.
Yes. Good summary.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so after investigating the first floor, we decided to look around for more interesting stuff. And the next floor we found a place where flour was made. And Daphne flour in quotation marks, and we definitely took some of it. And since then, everything was kind of fine, although it was a little bit weird. When we entered the next floor, however, we found children clothes in the bedroom, and 3 boxes, completely empty, but the smell of what we now realize probably blood and sweat.
And urine.
Yes, of course. Can't forget that. And didn't take too long for us to realize that this might be one of those stories where kids are getting captured and eaten in some form. And we checked the flour, and it turned out to be bones, or at least we found parts of bones in there. And as we entered the final floor, we found some wigs and some toys and some boots laying around, cementing our idea what's going on. And suddenly, a ghost appears, a kid, and try to help the kid get free by doing something. We figure out, or as he figures out, I think, that in order to free a spirit, there's a reason they stay behind, and you have to basically help them with them with it, and then they can leave. So yeah, the first one wanted to play at first. We did that. Styrex played ball with the kid, and after that, the kid decided to also needed some warmth as well, and possessed Styrex, and then also wanted to get like cuddled like a baby. Yeah, cuddled up like a baby. And Soul rise up to the challenge and did it. Played a little bit lullaby. Then after a while, a second ghost appears. And she probably, I think, wanted to be more pretty. And Ezzy being a little bit younger and a little bit like prettier now was the perfect option, so she possessed her, and Ezzy decided to. After first not feeling so well about it, but she ended up deciding to let her in. And we had to arrange a tea party and make it pretty with some nice stuff that we had. And Leo did have like a little talk with her at her tea party, and that way we could have freed that second ghost as well. Yeah, and as we're discussing a few things, there was a third ghost appearing, seeming to be the big sister of the other two, and wanting to know why everyone was gone. And we got her a good idea into her head with playing a nice fairy tale. And she was amazed by the idea. And we had a nice roleplay in a roleplay, where we had Leo as the hero being possessed by the ghost. Daphne, the mighty Pegasus seed. Ezzy, the beautiful damsel that has to be rescued from the evil mage Styrex. And we got the demon soul from this, so it's just like a pet from Styrex.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun for Leo. Even though he wasn't in control. And he did made after the ghost dissipates, asked us to never let that happen again, something like that. Leo was making a few jokes and get a little bit of a revenge from that. A very damaging revenge. And we also decided to burn the windmill down.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we are.
Yes. Great job. Thank you so much. Let's go back to here for a while. Now I don't have a picture of it burning, but it's a blaze.
Yeah.
It's a blaze. And let's change up the tune. A shiny soul appears. Oh, perfect.
The drawing is fantastic. Whoever did that,
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
Production value now.
I was just...
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I can't resize it. Oh, weird.
You know, I mean, it was supposed to be
That is
here.
only something I can do.
Yeah.
The
I
warmth
see.
on your backs from the burning windmill disappears quickly as you shuffle away from the blaze and towards the dancing mists. By now, all light has faded from the clouded skies, yet the whole hill is illuminated brightly from the mighty pyre, the shadows erratically twirling against the backdrop of the tree line surrounding the hill. Weirdly certain, accompanied the wild, unimpeded thrashing the humanoids of the mists partaken. You have no idea what you will face there, at that line of dancers and beyond, within the dark forest where the light of the fire cannot reach. But you trust this blue tinted raven enough to find out. Anything you guys want to do or say before you creep any closer?
look at the others.
Status.
Oh,
So,
go ahead.
how's your magic looking?
My magic is constrained. Don't expect me to help you a lot.
I mean, you're good
But I
with your
will
weapons
try
too,
my
right?
best. Well,
I mean, it was enough for
the
one
only
wolf,
thing
so...
yes, with a crossbow. But I'm still not confident with this dagger of mine. So I'll stay in the farther than normal. But I'll try my best to help you all.
The question is if we want to take a rest before going in or not.
It's pretty late. It's gonna be difficult to rest now, do something, and then sleep.
Oh, Hector, how late it is right now?
It's basically well past sunset. So,
Hmm.
8, perhaps?
Guess I'll look over to the Raven and be like, is it dangerous? You can nod or something, maybe?
It moves his head to one side, then to the other, then starts to shake his head, stops itself, and then shrugs.
Great. You wanna check out real quick and come back, and we'll just walk a little bit, and you just fly ahead. And if it's dangerous, you just like cry or something, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not quite sure what to take from that. Well, I mean, we can take a rest, I suppose. If we wanted to. I mean, I do feel a little bit hurt. But yeah.
Now that you mention it, I feel a little tired as well.
The raven gets super annoyed, so jumping back and forth there on the ground beside you, and then moves his wing.
I'm
Oh,
afraid
boy.
this little fella doesn't want us to rest.
It seems so.
I'm able to cast a couple more spells, and if something goes wrong, I still have this. And she will pull the light crossbow.
Oh, be careful where you point that thing at. Jesus.
You do
Right.
know, like, how to handle that kind of thing, right? You've gotten crossbow lessons from somebody?
Well, she can
Well,
still take
for
some if she
certain
wants
not
to.
from me.
From you? No, you're a terrible shot.
As in,
Ooh.
Thank
you
you
might
for that, and I'll take that.
you might
Personally.
want to be careful at the mention of crossbow around these people. They might get the wrong idea, you know.
Yeah, don't take
So we'll
yourself out of it,
look at
Daphne.
Wait.
What?
The one that started it all was you,
who?
Daphne.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I? I don't remember that.
Well,
either way.
either way, I hope it won't come to that crossbow thing, but I trust you with it. Sure, there has been the time where you got some training in it.
If you guys are feeling a little bit chicken, don't worry. I'm here. I am an upperclassman in the scrollbow, you know?
Oh, really?
Eh,
That's great.
well,
Alright.
it
Seemed like
seems
we're
that you
doing
forgot
equal
something.
amount of stuff last fight, so that's good.
I mean,
If
I can take on everything except if it's a ghost, a full-blown vampire, a werewolf, if it's and then she continues on mentioning a bunch of creatures. Otherwise,
Leo
you
just
know, it's
nods.
completely safe.
Yeah, I feel you. You know.
What about witches or hags?
They're doable, I'm sure.
I've heard stories about those in the Protectorate. Have you ever dealt with one of those?
No, but I did ask Richten a bit about it because I know that there are some here in the valley.
Yeah.
You know, stories you pick up from the
Some
sun.
even. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we interact with them, but there are some rumors, you know. This valley is not that large. But Richten said to get them when they're alone. When there are a bunch of them, that's when you need to be careful.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Seems like a whole organized thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Something about
usually,
a coven or something like that.
yeah, there should be like a coven, like a bunch of witches and hags.
Well, let's find out, I suppose. I mean, we're sneaky. We can surprise her, perhaps.
Let's just check it out, but we should have the mindsets of scouting and retreating. I don't feel like engaging in combat would benefit us.
I agree on that. We're too tired or weak. We just survived an encounter with the wolves in the wagon, after all. And we haven't got much rest since then.
And
I mean, how
Daphne looked
strong
like
can a witch really be? I feel like we could do it.
did you miss everything that Ezzy just said?
I say a lot of things.
You attack them when they're alone, so I feel like if you know, if she's alone, then that's like what she said, right? We have to attack her.
But Daphne looked back at the burning windmill, like just like this huge column of fire.
Yeah.
That might have alarmed them if they are nearby.
But wait. We know that Grandma is not here, right?
Yeah.
Because you saw her a couple of days ago in the village of Barovia.
Well, I mean,
And-
she maybe can teleport. I don't know.
I mean, okay, true. And but Daphne saw Wagonwheels leaving this place, and we put their whole operation of creating bone flour to dust.
Yes.
Why is not like a hag coming out of the woodwork and be like, "Oh, you nasty people! Repent!"
They're probably scared, you know. But no, in all seriousness, I assume they, considering these dancing mists, they probably performing something right now. I mean, so it seems like magic. Perhaps
You
they,
think they're in the middle of a ritual, something
Yeah.
like that. Maybe we can catch them barehanded.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. So it's
Cool.
moving.
We need to be careful, right? Don't get me wrong, I definitely want to put these hags 6 feet under. But we cannot do that when we are dead. So let's move along and keep our eyes peeled.
Alright. Let's do this carefully. Sign of trouble, we shout Sasquatch and then run out.
Didn't quite understand the last part.
Sasquatch? It's some kind of strange creature.
S-
It doesn't exist.
Okay. We'll listen long and hard for the keyword.
Like I already forgotten.
Sasquatch. Quatch. Sass. Sassy Quatch.
Okay, thank you.
A sassy crotch? Maybe that would be better. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And we'll
Well,
approach
on we go now.
towards the mist, and I assume a little bit stealthy. But stealthily when we get closer.
Yep, Soul will do that too.
Okay.
And Stavros will join.
Okay. As you approach the tree line, the wind starts to howl in your ears. Yet no branch or strand of hair moves. Still, this white noise persists in your ears. You can observe more details now. Around the area, the mist figures dance around. The trees are all dead, black and empty husks. Even if Barbovia is not that green in general, there can still be tough weeds and fragile forest flowers. But here, the ground is barren. Hinting between the trees, you can faintly see the outline of some tall stones clustered within. There's also an indescribable anger in the air, one that you do not understand, and there's no visible threat in sight. The figures in the mist, despite being footsteps away, continue their silent dance, seemingly paying you no heed.
As we are closer to these tree lines, and can I check for any tracks or footsteps that leading into the tree lines?
Sure, make me a survival intelligence, please.
I help her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Strong. Normally helps.
So, survival intelligence, and I give myself a vitamin G. Okay.
Okay.
And a D4. 20. 30, 20.
30, 20. There are no tracks at all. The dancing mists of course do not leave anything behind. And you do not see any humanoid tracks, but you're expected to see at least some, forest critters. Perhaps a bird who was dropped down.
Yeah.
But it's untouched.
The fact that these woods does not have any tracks leading into them, not even animals, make me worried.
Oh, so the big mist dancing people didn't worry you at all. Just no animals in this dead place. Alright.
No animals, no humanoids. And yes, the mist.
Well, seems like the perfect place for some hags. Witches. Look at the raven. Is it like still trying to lead us to the mist?
It hasn't moved from the spot. It kind of hops around up the hill a few meters up. And as you look back at it, the wing comes out. And Kaka!
You're not coming with us.
Shakes his head and jumps back a few steps.
It's not really Giving us much courage, I must say.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be helping you, Leo, so I don't expect anything from it. Really.
Wow. Not sure if that was meant to be an insult towards me, or...
No, it was a joke. Come on.
Okay.
Esmeralda leans into Leo and says, "There is something seriously wrong."
Yeah, I'm trying to joke it away, but I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just be careful. Keep your eyes open, everyone. Stay in
I
formation.
would like to try to stealth.
Yeah.
Walking into the
Yeah.
woods.
Okay, everyone wants to stealth. All right.
Yeah.
It would be more cunning, because you're more visible than anything else with the thin trees. So it's about sticking to the shadow and trying to angle yourself around these trees. So let's do it.
Self-cunning.
Yep.
As expected, the
Mhm.
6.
Yep.
Actually,
Mm,
it's not a
Nine.
6.
Yes.
It is a 5, so...
I give myself a vitamin G.
Vitamin G.
Yeah, vitamin G.
goddamn Battlemaps.
+3 on that as well. Yeah, fantastic.
Oh shit.
23.
Yeah. Nice.
+7? Jesus.
What's that? I wonder.
She's
Oh,
very
that's Ezzy. That's
cunning.
Ezzy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Esmeralda just
Smart.
disappeared.
Yeah, and Leo will try to make sure where everyone is when they're trying to stealth, and just make sure that they're okay, and trying to have some loose formation where the casters are in the middle, and
Okay.
Meulen
So-
fighters are around them a little bit.
Okay. You spend a little bit too much brain
Yes, exactly.
attention doing this. And for Soul, you're still a little bit shaken up by everything that has happened. Feeling a little bit sweaty, if that makes sense.
Why does this happen to me? Oh,
Why did this happen to me? I
Copyright.
want Daphne and Leo to make me a vitality saving throw, please.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. It was coming.
Ooh.
Can I resist in this?
No.
Cannot.
3. I rolled a 3. Oh no! I told you guys it's gonna be so bad today. No.
Yeah, can I
boy,
resist in this?
boy.
Oh boy.
Sure, since you have been
I
supreme.
didn't roll so bad yesterday, so I knew it kind of had it coming.
Hold on, let me check resistance again. I think it's just advantage on next saving throw.
But doesn't it have some casting time and stuff?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
kind of
but
creeps
because-
up on you without knowing. So that's the thing. You gotta know
Because
when you cast resistance.
Daphne have been kind of paranoid by that.
So you've been
laughter
constantly
Still 6 seconds
casting-
to do, right?
Yeah, it takes a second to do it. Yeah.
and lasts for 1 minute. Have you been doing it continuously all of these minutes? It's been 10 minutes?
Yeah, just touching myself and casting resistance.
Touching
Okay.
myself.
Fine. fine.
You don't need it. No need to.
Better be safe than sorry, alright?
Okay.
Definitely. Wow, you got the rolls today. Let's go.
You approach the dancing figures in the mist, and slowly, sneakily so. And when you're just a meter away from from them, you're surprised that they don't react at all. Still, one of you reaches out a hand and tries to catch one in their movements, like grasp their shoulder, but it just goes through. They missed, after all. It's a bit chilly, though. Right there. Like a border of something. And then one of you takes a brave breath and walks in between two dancing figures. Makes it beyond their line. And then one after the other, you do all the same thing. Ending up on the other side, within this dead area of the woods. That's when the stress of the scenario, and perhaps something Leos imbibes, activates.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Leo falls down on the ground, laughing his ass off. The loudest, most jubilant and hilarious laughter you have ever heard, and he is clutching his stomach, almost unable to breathe. You take 5 psychic damage.
Great. Yes.
So we'll go
Plus
up,
the 10 I already got damaged.
Yeah. So we'll go up to Leo and slap him. Say, "Stop laughing!"
Another point of damage. Nah.
Yeah, not
Oh
punching, just
no.
a little slap.
yeah, I was joking.
I
Oh,
need you
that
to
would
do
be
a
fun.
vitality saving throw. So,
So okay.
Oh no.
Hey, if I
Oh
die, I love playing with you guys.
no. Oh
Sol falls down on the ground, laughing his ass off,
Leo starts
shipping
laughing
for
at
breath.
Hezzy laughing his ass off.
I will. Okay. Out of character, I know exactly what this is. But can I make a check? Or does Daphne know what this is?
It's rather uncommon, so let's do an intelligence check to see if you have
I
ever
mean,
encountered it.
I will help, of course.
Yeah, okay. Roll with advantage.
Oh god. Can I
It's been
guide it,
nice.
please?
Sure.
Oh god.
It's been nice playing with you all.
Oh my
Whatever is
god.
happening.
Jesus Christ. Leave some for the rest of us.
Please, me and Leo are dying here.
21?
Okay. Yes. It's a
is-
very uncommon infectious disease called the shrieks or cackle fever.
I knew it!
It's not like it has happened very often in history. It's just such a striking event that is often like talked about over like beer. Like, hey, do you know that there's actually a disease out there that can make you laugh? It's more that kind of deal.
Yeah. I immediately tell Ezzy and Barracks, stay away from them. That's infectious.
What in the morning lord's name? What's so funny, Leo?
Ezzy, please. That's
Yeah, no, I
No,
know what you
it-
mean. I think I know
yeah.
what
Could
this
it-
is too.
Yeah.
That's cackle fever.
Yeah.
All the shrieks. Oh god, I think we got it from that fucking laughter. That means I might have it too.
Oh, laughter cackle fever. Okay, that's pretty funny. Haha.
Oh, no.
Well, this is a little bit irritating.
I
Okay.
don't think we should.
So I don't think any silent approach we do now is going to work. They are so loud.
Yeah, I don't think we should continue investigating this with what we are having. This is not life-threatening, but if one of us bursts out laughing in the middle of combat, that's bad.
I mean, I'm still laughing right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a little bit surprised, but I will allow you to do another brutality saving throw, both.
Oh, well. Just gotta do
Leo
a
and
few of
Sol.
those. Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Going down. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you did it with the wrong person. That's gonna take a while, but we can do it.
This
Sol
is so-
stops laughing at least.
Oh God! Oh,
So, get out of there! Get out! Get out!
oh, okay. What was that?
Oh, so bad news. You might be infected with a fever, a disease.
What disease?
But it's a disease that makes you laugh while what was it? Why in stressful situation, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, basically.
Alright.
What is
Leo,
Starbucks, well, the whole conversation is when she will be checking all around her to see if there's anyone moving around or looking at us.
Yeah. You made it past the dancing mists, a few steps into the dead forest, and there in between the trees, you can see those stones over there, but there's no movement. It's just the sound of the wind and nothing else. Leo, minute passes and you recover.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Wanna keep throwing vitality saving throws?
I don't want to get all the bad ones out. Hopefully. Not sure if that's how it works.
You're like
I-
short of breath after it's over, Leo.
I do not think we should continue this investigation.
That must have been the world's most funniest joke.
Apparently. I mean,
Yeah.
Soul starting to laugh was pretty funny, I suppose, but... Oh boy.
You okay,
Well, wait,
Leo?
what exactly is going on? Why did this just happen? Is there some magic going on?
No,
Witch protection
you-
magic?
it's a disease that I think also I and you got from that windmill. That jar that labeled laughter, remember?
Oh, the thing that you told me to drink? Great.
The thing that we all agreed to drink, mind
Nah,
you.
I
But
was,
yes,
I was.
I
I'm sorry, I'm a
actually
little
told
bit.
you to don't drink. As soon
Yes,
as I
it
knew
is.
one
It's
of
my
them
fault.
was
I'm just a
poisoned.
little bit cynical right now. I'm sorry.
I'll take responsibility for that. I should have known better.
I mean, at least the youth drink was useful, I suppose.
What do we
Youthful.
do now?
I don't know.
Uh,
I mean, we're here, but if you guys think it's too dangerous, then
I mean,
the mist don't do anything.
now
don't
I
hear
feel
anything.
fine, so...
So far, there's actually no one looking at us, only those things that didn't move
Listen.
at all.
The disease we got is not dangerous on its own, but it's very dangerous to us where we are going.
I mean, I feel fine now, but we can keep going.
Yeah, but when will you burst a laugh again? Middle of combat?
I don't know. Is that how it works? I've heard of this thing.
Yeah, well, basically how it works is that whenever you feel stressful or get hurt, you might have a chance to burst out laughing like a madman like that.
Well, I mean, I just don't let that happen. Don't get hurt and don't get stressed, and we're fine, right?
We
I
are
do that.
going to a literally stress-inducing forest. Look around you.
I feel like it's worse to go back through the mist than to keep going into the forest, honestly. I mean, we can at least, like, we can always run, right?
And the bad thing about this disease is that it's infectious. Now Soul probably have it too. Who knows?
I mean, I had
Ezzy
some,
and
yeah, I had some
Cyrax also
interactions
might
with
have it.
Ezzy, so perhaps, I don't know how that transfers. Sure.
Do I know how Kaiko fever kind of like spreads around with my checks?
Yeah, it was pretty high. So it's when you're laughing, to not stand close. That's when it becomes infectious. Um,
Right.
Also, Cyrax, since you've been keeping an eye on things when they're deliberate, looking about, it took a while for you to realize, but it hits you like lightning, this epiphany. There's no mists here.
Hold on a second. You can see Starbucks just like going around and around, looking everywhere.
Yeah, not a
What?
single strand of mist.
What? Where did the mist go?
Oh.
There's
Huh, you're right. Where did it go?
There's still, you know, the figures are still
Yeah.
dancing around, but beyond them here where you stand, in this dead patch of the forest, there's
Perhaps
nothing.
all the mist was used to create these dancing figures here, you know? Maybe the witches trying to protect themselves from the countess and they got rid of the mist. Seems like she controlled the mist, so seems like it makes sense if you want to be safe. You're like not in the mist.
perhaps
Alright,
maybe illusion.
no miss. The raven wants to us to be here. I do see some stones just up ahead. Either we go check them out, or we just leave now. I don't like standing around doing nothing.
I'm all for checking more things out. I feel like just going now is like we already did the difficult part where we go through the mist, so
I agree. I wanna look more on those stones. They look very,
soon.
suspicious.
Right. Since we might all agree to move on, if one start laughing, get away from them as quick as you can, alright?
I'm prepared now. I'm not gonna start laughing again.
Same here.
Okay.
And then I inspect the stones, I suppose.
Step a little bit further in, past a few more dead trees.
Mm.
Ooh. Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Ooh.
Wait, it's actually quite green here. What the hell?
I couldn't get a perfect picture. Okay, this is for
Yeah. I'm just messing with you. I'm kidding.
Let's use our
I mean, I don't see anything
imagination.
which sees very, very few green actually.
um,
Just the outline of the trees are made green.
true.
Uh,
But
it
you,
looks like kind of depressing here.
yes, you, as I said, pass through some of um, the trees to this slightly cleared area where there's something that is not that natural. In front of you are 9 weathered stones. As you take another step forward, the earth shudders as one by one these stones push themselves free from their earthly restraint and takes to the air, floating. After a breath of surprise and fear, you can observe that they do not remain still, nor do they move about. Instead, they hover in place and vibrate. Nay, it is small, erratic movements, as if each of the stones were sometimes at random pushed by something. But the weirdness doesn't end there. From the very top of the stones, there is a slow waterfall of a dark crimson liquid that trickles down the stone surface to a still, circular pool of black nestled in between the stones. Lastly, light. A soft, grayish green light pulsates from some kind of language etched around the middle section of the stones, and one other, an angry red light shining through another stark etched language in a half circle closer to the top, closer to the unknown yet familiar liquid that comes from an unknown and unseen source. Esmeralda gasps. This is very strange.
What?
Weird.
Take a
So
few
we'll
steps
take a
back
step. Yeah.
and see
So
if
we'll
anything
take a few
reacts.
steps forward. Actually.
Okay. No reaction. Remains the same. The floating stones that sometimes move erratically. The fountain of crimson. The shining light. All these details remain the same. Though,
Any of you magic folks know what this is? Some sort of magic stones?
If if you give me some time, I might be able to tell at least something of this.
Perfect.
Meanwhile, I would like to just keep an eye around why Styrax is trying to figure out these stones and also keep casting resistance on myself.
okay.
Mm,
So yeah.
don't
So
get
So we'll
exhausted from so much casting.
Perception intelligence from Suko and everyone else. What?
in the
so we'll get closer and inspect the stone like very closely.
Okay.
Yeah, also like be like, can anyone like there's like language, right, or something that could be language?
Yes. Um, Two different kinds.
Mhm.
One that seems rather
Right.
simple, uh, that is shining with that grey greenish light in the middle of the stones, and then you have that rather harsh language closer to the tips.
You know, be like, can anyone read this, perhaps?
Uh, do I
Let me
recognize
try.
those?
Yeah.
you can see Styrax just focusing on herself, and all of a sudden her soul mark starts to bright, and using 2 sorcery points, so leaving me to 0, to
Ooh.
gain 1 spell slot,
Oh. Okay.
and will cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. As a ritual. Alright, gonna take some time.
Yep.
For those who are looking at the languages, Suko, which languages do you speak? Daphne?
Asian Marquis, Rionish, and Celestial.
Okay. And Leo?
Ancient Markish, Borean, and Elvish.
Okay. And then Sol.
Ancient Markish and Infernal, then Common.
Both Esmeralda and Sol recognizes the language written in that dark way, that shining
fitting.
red to the tips.
Interesting. Can you what does it say as Soul translate?
You can see on the top, facing outwards in a bit of a half crown around that opening that seeps out, that dark crimson liquid that goes inwards. There's one word for each stone. And as you walk around, do you say them aloud?
Yes.
Okay. You read submission, corruption, power, superiority, claim, curse, steal, siphon, and master.
Write them in the chat.
Yes, please, because I missed 3 of them.
Yeah, nine words are.
I miss 1.
Superiority. I see.
Oh god, that sounds so cryptic.
Siphon and oh, okay, not yield, steal. Okay.
Hey,
None of you, right now, Cyrus is still focusing, but none of you understand the rather simple lettering in the grey greenish light.
they're not the nicest words. Heard. Was like red color, right?
Yes, and an angry red color shines the infernal at the top. And then you have a pulsating grey greenish light from the simple letterings etched in the middle of the stones.
And from the top there is where the black
Yes.
crimson is coming from. Okay.
Yeah, like a fountain hole, but there's no source.
So, in top, I you mean this top
The
or
picture
top
is
of
not
stone?
Yeah,
perfect.
the stones are like floating in the air, and at the top there's
Yeah. Okay.
of each
Okay.
stone has that coming out.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do a.
Hmm.
Oh god, let's do some. Oh, so hard to see. Let's do black. Let's do black.
Okay. So those are the stones, correct? Or the things on top?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you got
Interesting. I wonder why it's in here.
They seem to react to us. Can we maybe all just go the steps back we just took and see if they all revert? Maybe. I guess Starix is a little bit focused right now.
Okay. So this red thing is in the middle, correct? In the
Yeah,
floor, in the
this is
ground.
from above.
And where's
And the side view, you can see at the top there's the red language.
Ah,
The
okay.
bad in the
Then we're
middle of each rocks is the green
okay.
language, where
Then we're standing around. Let me pull out me. So we're
you're like,
standing
no, we're
around
like, no,
here
no, 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 we are away
or
from them.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
we're just looking at them.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, this seems like some magic for sure. Does really no one can read this other language here? Seems so simple.
Can anyone read that?
No,
Except.
no. I mean,
Oh.
maybe. I mean, I heard from, I think, from like language courses that like each language is like has been like an origin or something. Maybe someone can figure out what that is. Maybe we can find like sometimes there's some similarities between other languages.
Can I do what Leo just suggests? Like figure out if it come from another language?
Go, we can like see some letters that we know or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't have any
Yeah.
academics linguistics, so this is going to be hard. So I would make you roll disadvantage with this, but since you're helping each other, I would allow you guys to do it at a normally.
Yeah,
Mhm.
normal roll.
And let's see. To work out some kind of theory, what kind of language it will be, let me have a straight cunning check from somebody.
Cunning check.
Who has the highest cunning?
I wonder.
No,
If a
Uh,
+2.
it's probably you.
I have +2. Okay.
I think Esmeralda probably has the highest.
She also has a +2.
Hmm.
Oh, and have a vitamin G.
Hey.
I believe in definitely rolls. Oh, it's all rolls. Perfect. Perfect.
Oh.
Okay.
Yay.
Damn.
Wow.
22.
Nice.
Vitamin G.
Let's see.
Well, so you're pretty sure you can rule out abyssal because it's
Okay.
similar to infernal. So, that's out of the book. You can rule out all the languages that you guys possess because you don't know what it is. You can definitely rule out together that it's not dwarven because you see that a lot. Since it's so simple, it makes you feel that it's a very old language.
Silver.
And you do see some roots in the language that is similar to other languages, so perhaps it could have been used as some kind of, template for other languages, but this seems to be the most stark and simple form, which makes you feel like it's very, very old.
So in a sense, it's kind of like Latin to other
Yeah.
languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bit like that, yeah.
This is fascinating. The root in these words are all. This this probably be the building blocks of the modern language that we possess. Ah, so simple and yet so old.
Alright, Starx. Your ritual comes to an end. Oof. It's gonna be interesting. And you gain that arcane sense in your mind Were you able to feel and understand magical auras? At first, you just see white. An absolute wall of white. And you think, therefore, that there's nothing here. But as you ruminate a little bit longer on the feeling, you realize, no, it's the opposite from the truth. It's just so massive that it's so hard to read. Make me a occult intelligence, please. Whoa!
Ooh.
What are you
Let's
guys
go.
doing today? What are these
Hey,
rolls?
I'm taking the bad
Revenge.
roll.
Revenge. Okay.
To be fair, I have a
Yeah.
+6.
Yeah, true.
If you roll 15, that's like
Min
75%.
max. Min max. Eh?
Um, the magic suffusing this area like a lid is definitely a curse. And it has strong ties to fiendish energies. And you sense that it's a prison.
Oh boy, oh boy.
What is it, Styrex?
You can see Styrax like ending the spell, and all of a sudden she just starts the look of being really worried. What what is something like this doing here?
What is it?
it?
What do you mean?
It's some sort of a prison
A
The
prison?
whole thing?
of a fiend. Yeah,
A fiend?
A prison for what?
the only thing I know is it involves a curse. That's I'm definitely sure of that. And a prison.
Like for one creature, or just in general prison?
That I don't know.
Why
So
did
we'll start touching his throat, like where his soul mark is, at the word fiend, remembering the what Linya told him,
Ooh,
being
make me a
stupid and
presence
standing in
check.
front.
No,
I'm
a
gonna do a
presence.
vibe check.
You're gonna do a presence manipulation saving throw, actually.
What?
Saving throw.
Presence manipulation. Okay,
Yeah. Pre-man.
manipulation.
Okay.
A.
We only roll 20 in this house.
Yeah, apparently.
Except for one. I'm sorry. Is there anything you've found so far?
some language top? I think you can read it too, Styrex. Seems some. It does have the word curse in it. That makes sense.
What is it? Inferno and an ancient language, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if I would guess, then
Yes.
green is like the good thing and red is the bad thing. But maybe I'm being too stereotypical.
As Tyrax will look at the red text, I'm able to see, since I'm the only one knowing Draconic.
Ooh.
Oh, the green text is not draconic.
It's infernal, that
Eh,
I know.
no, the
No,
red
no, the
text
red
is
is
infernal.
infernal.
The red is
The
Green
Red
green.
we
is
red
can't
infernal.
read.
Yes.
Okay.
Red we can read at the top of the stone. Green we can't read.
Yeah.
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 And we're thinking, the thing Leo said is that green probably is like good words, maybe.
Does Tyra? Is it Draconic?
Yeah, the green is not draconic.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Ah.
is Tyrax able to kind of investigate it?
Starex's like area of expertise is magic,
It's magic, not prisons or that was that.
Mm.
not
Okay,
linguistics.
so
Okay.
we have a prison. I mean, how far into the dead forest are we right now?
Uh, just a couple of meters.
And how big is it roughly? Do we have any
You're
idea how?
probably about 30 meters away from the dancing mist.
Mhm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, so we have a random prison at more or less the edges of this forest that the Raven wanted us to go to. So obviously, probably in order to do something about the prison, we would probably want to read the green letters. But it's probably something about making a sentence out of these words, I assume. Maybe ordering these rocks, considering they are constantly being pushed in a little bit. Or maybe that's just the creature trying to flee. Hmm.
If this is a prison, do we want to mess around with it?
No, not really. I mean, not if we can't even read everything.
That's.
Certainly not. I'm just wondering if it's the reason we're here, because the Raven's not really talkative.
But
But considering that we're at the start of the forest, it might just be.
but that might be the key question. It might be a prison of someone good, perhaps.
I mean, we are thinking about that. Someone of the witches imprisoned something here, so not too far-fetched. Not something bad, but it could also be something that's just worse. So, hmm.
Bex.
Mm.
Um. Can I? Am I able just to shine my soul, Mark, without spending anything? Can I do that?
I mean, if you can cast a cantrip, you can shine your soul mark. So, and I assume you have a cantrip.
Yeah. My only saving grace. Um. Yeah. I want to use like Prestige to create the wind to make my soul shine and face towards the prison. If I can.
Oh, be careful what you're doing.
Make me
I
a
wanna
wisdom.
try something.
Make me a pre-man saving throw.
Oh,
I'm very tempting my fate right now, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
walking
exactly.
toward the prison that we don't know how it works.
Just shining random lights into it. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing.
Disco. Oops, 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 oops.
17?
You're not entirely sure. It kind of came and went rather quickly, but there was definitely a warm tingle in the bat mark.
Hmm.
How about we put like a mark in our
What?
head for this one and just move on? I feel like dealing with a prison that we don't know how it works is very dangerous.
What does this middle thing look
It's a
like?
pool of black crimson
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just crimson.
It's some
liquid.
kind of heavy, dark red liquid that is pooling into a pond.
And is there anything around it? Like beside the rocks, beside the floating rocks?
No, it's just a dark earthen ground that slopes downwards until it reaches like the shore of the pond.
Like the pond is not growing, right?
No, as you stand there, it hasn't grown.
You know, I would love to like do some weird shit and start doing stuff, but I feel like I've learned a little bit from the windmill that just doing random stuff with random stuff is 1 on 3 to be good. I'm sure you want to take the odds here.
Took you long enough.
And you. Starox will pinch her nose. Stay quiet.
So, the text you say it was in Inferno, right?
Yes.
Before we go, how about trying saying all of those words in Inferno?
I feel like I've thought about it, but I don't think we should do it. I think that's the exact thing we shouldn't do, because if these words, activate this thing, and we only say the bad words, I feel like that's the worst thing we can do right now, is saying these words out loud in Infernal.
Okay.
Do
Bex.
I need
Can
to?
we? Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, but do I need to remind you that it's not only a prison, it's also a curse. So
Yeah, I feel like
We-
just moving on is good for
we-
now. I mean,
we must be very careful of what we are doing right now.
You know what? You're right. We don't know enough knowledge about this to mess with it. Let's do the smart choice and move along.
yeah. I mean, at least want to get to somewhere that's close to the middle of this forest, roughly, and then we can turn around if we don't find anything else.
You say there's a pond, right?
In the middle, the thing is building a black crimson pond.
Oh, that thing is a well. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
just
there's
from
a
top down.
literally like water pond.
No, I think not.
Yeah.
Can I check the surrounding one more time, if possible? Bex?
Yeah, you can. And no,
No. Okay.
you don't. Is the answer.
Okay. So perception and
Intelligence?
intelligence. Okay.
Vitamin G. Yeah, we only roll 20 in this house. Ignore the 17.
Oh my
Okay.
god. You guys, you walk around a little bit, taking a look around, and you're still hearing that white noise of a wind in your ear. Everything around here seems dead, just empty husks. And you walk around to the other side, take a few steps into the forest as well, and you can faintly see in between the trees, there on the other side, a few steps ahead, that there are a line of dancing mists.
Is that the way back, or another mist? Bex.
Yeah.
I'm asking Bex. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that the way back?
another line of dancing mists. And
Oh.
now you're going beyond the stones.
Oh god.
First, I think everyone will just try to like get away from the rocks, like as far as we did the first time, and see if they like go
Follow?
back. No, I guess just go back into their state than they were before floating. Like go back into the ground and stop pouring. If everyone agrees with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll
I
just
agree.
take our distance from it and see if it reverts.
Step away,
Mhm.
and indeed, the light becomes faint. The dark crimson stops to pour, and they all sag and with a heavy thud bite into the earth, and everything is still again.
Okay. At least we
So,
don't have to feel bad for, I don't know, activating some sort of prison by being here.
what? Oh, why did you try to shine your soul mark to it? Any reason behind it that we should know about?
You see this? Points to his neck with a bat symbol. This is telling me something.
You
I
say that
wanna
you.
go further, if you know what I mean.
And you say that. Well, we know about it that is fiendish and you got it from an demon statue of some sort.
Yes.
Then
Interesting, ain't it?
probably we should not listen to it.
Hmm. For now,
I mean, even I know that demons are not nice, you know.
who knows? We might meet some nice ones. Not all demons are the same.
Like I said, I do want to get to the bottom of it, or to why the Raven want us to enter this mist, but I don't want to. I want all of you to acknowledge the risk of us moving forward.
Like the Raven was intent on getting this done now. Perhaps it is a moment that we like a moment where you have to strike the perfect moment to not waste, you know, by staring at stones.
The Starbucks will go back to the mist figures, and is the Raven still there?
Yeah. It was looking down on the ground and like inspecting some of his feathers. Then sees you and like jumps a little bit. Huh?
This Raven. This demanding Raven. Alright, let's. If we all move on, stay close and be careful. Alright?
Now, what do you think, Essie? Any preference?
I
I
am
don't want to keep you
just
out of it.
thoroughly freaked out, but very curious.
See,
Both
she
is
gets
very
it.
warranted.
I've been here during my whole, childhood. Yet I've never heard of this kind of thing. So,
Have you never? Right. I guess was the windmill not there when you were a child? Like a new thing?
no, I think the windmill has been there, but it's always been like abandoned.
Hmm. Okay.
Also, so,
Hmm.
you act weird when we first saw the windmill. What was it?
It gives gives me the same type of feeling when I first went to the house. I expect something worse, but it seems that there's some children who want some sort of satisfaction, if you will. but I believe it's all gone now.
Okay, I'm ready to go through the mist again. I'll move towards the other line of mist. Like, try to look beyond to see if I see anything.
Alright. I give Leo resistance and I give myself resistance as we move through the mist.
Who just finds an opening and goes through.
One
briefly.
question: are we able to see where exactly in the map are we?
Yeah, like if you were standing over here, came from this direction, you're like going this direction now.
Oh, you mean on the
Which
Barovian map
reference?
or this map?
Oh, well, you.
We'll probably see the windmill and we see forest behind, so probably somewhere there.
Yeah.
No, I mean
this-
because Tyrax wants to mark this zone in the map.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on the big map. Yes, that
Yeah,
might be
on the
good
big
that we move there. Yes.
Here you go.
Hey,
So
look how far we've
Oh
gone.
yeah, we can see the windmill. So yeah,
yeah, I guess this forest, right?
Yeah,
Near
yeah.
Palagi?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
If we pass through this?
Starbucks will make sure to pinpoint the.
Yeah, it's
the-
basically the crossroads with the black coach.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
just
okay.
visualizing.
Okay.
We can do a little.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
Look at us. We used all the
Side
roads where
quest.
possible so far. Let's go. 100% completionist.
Yeah.
Point of interest.
I'm down.
1 or 2.
100%. I'm so down.
Okay, yeah, so Leo moves beyond the second mist.
All right.
Yeah, tries to
And
find like a place where there's no dancing creatures
We'll
and
follow.
you
go
see
through.
the line of dancing figures that don't pay you any heed. It curves slightly, and when you walk past them, that sound of wind stops in your ears, and you walk into a muddy, wet, Barovian autumn forest.
Oh.
Autumn, as in.
And the thing curving, like, can we see like it's is it like very big still the area, or is it like so small that we can like actually see the dancing ghosts like to a right and to a left going,
Yeah.
or is it?
As you turn around and look at it, you see indeed how it curves, and in your mind's eye, you realize that
Yeah.
indeed the dancing
Okay.
mists were a circle.
And like how big roughly? Is there any estimate from like the curvature? Like if
Well,
it's
if it was
strong curvature
30
or
meters from the dancing mists to the stones, then it's
Yeah.
also 30 meters on this side too.
yeah, but like the radius of the circle. Is there any idea of how much far how big this area is here?
Well, the radius would it be about 35 meters or something like that?
Okay. Okay, I think we might be somewhere in the middle now. Perhaps there's one more layer, but I don't think so.
What is this, man?
Okay.
Heck? Hello?
Everyone, look around, try if you see anything. Go a little bit further in. And you will try to see anything, see if you can find anything, or moving towards like the center, maybe looking for tracks or
Well, the
things.
dancing mist curve, backwards, and the stones are in the middle.
Oh, okay, misunderstood. Oh. Oh, so
Yes.
it is the same circle of icy. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Hmm.
I was confused for a moment. Okay, yeah, so can I see can I like is the raven coming around or
No, you don't see the raven. You're quite a few
yeah.
meters into the forest on the side, away from the windmill.
Hmm. Okay, I guess this prison is the thing to look at, I suppose. Let's just walk around normally and go back to the raven, perhaps. I don't know. Hmm, I really don't know what this thing wants us to do with this cage, this prison.
Hmm.
At least there are no witches here.
That is true. Good thing we didn't meet any adversaries during our trip there. Except that
Not,
big prison, you know.
not yet. So keep your eyes open.
I feel like we're
Of
past the dead
course.
stuff, so seems like yeah.
Do you go
Okay.
back?
Yeah, to the raven and just see like
Okay.
seeing him coming from the side. Yeah.
Let's go back
Any
here then.
reaction?
Yeah. You go around this time. You don't want to go through it. You
Yeah.
don't have to, considering everything. And the raven looks up, jumps around, goes, "Caw!"
Yeah, so my friend, we found a cursed prison. And
Caw?
yes, exactly. That's my thought as well. And I was just thinking, is that what we're supposed to be looking for? Is that what?
Caw?
Can you like nod and say yes, this is what we should do and inspect more?
Shrugs his shoulder with his wings out.
Great. So you just know we have to go in this direction.
Caw,
That's
caw.
What?
Do we have like a pinpoint? Like if we go on the other side of this, would you still point us in direction into it? Like, or is it something beyond this? This place here, this dancing mist stuff.
For goodness sake, can you just tell me what you saw?